There he is, Robbie Amell, baby!
What's up, dude?
What's going on, bro? Good to see you again. Thank you very much for joining us on the Roz and Mocha Show again.
Always great to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
I'm looking at your screen name because we're zooming with you, and it was Bruce Wayne.
I gotta change
just
it.
Changed it.
I changed it once on the computer, and I do all of these things from my iPad. And unless I change it on the computer, it doesn't stay. So every time I log into one of these, no matter how professional the setting is supposed to be, I come flying in as Bruce Wayne.
Can I tell you, I did that once because I had to change it for my kid Roxy was doing a school play, and they were letting parents in, but you had to identify yourself as a parent.
Yeah.
And then after that, every single interview I did, like I was interviewing like movie stars, and I would show up on their screen as Roxy's dad. And it was there forever. Like forever.
No. But at that point, you just seem like a loving father.
I know,
I know. Give props to his kid.
You're good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm freezing. We officially moved back to Canada, and I was not ready for the cold.
Oh, so like officially, or officially just for a job?
We're here now. We live here again.
Okay, so I was going to get into this later. We'll talk about Upload Season 2 in a second. But I see because I follow your wife, Italia, on IG as well, as does my wife. My wife is a huge fan of your wife, Robbie. And you guys are going through a home build. Is it a reno? Are you guys renoing, or are you building a brand new house right now?
No, we're renoing.
Okay.
That's all I want to say. I don't want to talk about it.
Robbie doesn't sound too thrilled.
I take it you're losing, not winning, right?
Well, have you ever met anyone that's like, "Oh, my renovation went so smooth"?
Okay, what if
it was such a treat?
If you could just tell us, like, one thing, right? Like, what was the last thing that maybe y'all got into, like, somewhat of a little bit of a disagreement about when it comes to the reno?
Oh no, literally my most recent. So she asked me about something on the stairs, and I just said, "I don't have an opinion on this. I agree with you."
Oh no, buddy.
Oh, Robbie.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough,
Yeah.
man. You get to the point when you're doing a reno too, where at first there's like a little bit of an excitement about it, and then design and the finishings, and you start thinking this stuff, but you always get to the point of where you walk into the house, and it doesn't matter who they are or how nice they are, you just want everybody the hell out of your house.
Oh, facts.
We've been in it for 2 nights. We moved out of the condo, and it is nowhere close to being finished, but it just feels nice to be actually inside. But I mean, the excitement has been gone for months. She hoped we would be in by Christmas, and I was like, well, that's a pipe dream. So now we're just hoping we're officially in by like the end of March.
Wow,
bro.
So dude,
whatever, good problems.
It's all
right?
good problems.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Upload Season 2, man. You got to be pumped about this. Finally, we get to see this.
Yes. Yeah. Upload Season 2. I'm super proud of it. I don't love watching myself in anything, but I'm a huge fan of the rest of the cast. They all make me laugh so hard. Greg Daniels is an absolute genius. I think that anybody that liked the first season is going to really dig the second season. I think Greg kind of, leaned into what made the first season so special. The finale, episode 7, is, I think, the strongest episode of the season. And if you thought there was a big cliffhanger in season 1, you're going to be real pissed off at season 2.
Oh, no.
So Jesus.
Nice sell, dude.
So catch people up here, because Nathan, who you play in the show, was downgraded to 2 gig status, which I think is one of the most brilliant things that anybody has ever done in a show.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Okay. So if you could explain to maybe people who are unfamiliar with Upload or what that cliffhanger was, can you just sort of recap people real quick?
Yes. So Upload takes place in a world where if you know you're going to die, you can upload your consciousness to a digital afterlife. But this is not heaven. These are run by big corporations. And in the first season, my girlfriend uploads me when my self-driving car crashed and essentially owns me in the afterlife. And I fall in love with my angel, who is my customer service rep. She's alive in the real world. I am dead in the digital afterlife. And at the end of the first season, she is on the run from people who may have murdered me. and she says, I love you. And I'm in 2 gig, which is essentially like, think of a phone data plan where you're capped, and I run out of data, and I can't say I love you back. And the end of the season is my real life girlfriend, who I had finally kind of broken it off with, uploading to my same digital afterlife, and I'm right back in square one. She's my only way out. She's the only person who can help me, but I need to find Nora, the person I'm actually in love with.
Right. It's such a clever show, man.
Dude.
It's such a good show. So season 2, you guys, did you know in season 1 that there was going to be a season 2?
No, I mean, we obviously hoped so, but season 1 was a long process. We shot the pilot, and then it took a year before we shot episodes 2 through 10, because Amazon kind of had a little bit of a change with who was working there and who was making the decisions. But Greg Daniels, who created the show, created Parks and Recreation and The Office. He's an absolute genius. And he thought of this show like 30 years ago when he was writing on Saturday Night Live. And so he has a ton of ideas for the show, and then he updates it as we go along. I mean, the unbelievable thing is, it's like he has a technology crystal ball. Our group chat from the show, like, I would say at least once a month we send some article about something that is straight from the show that is now happening in real life.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Any word on season 3 yet?
I know that Greg and the writers have been hard at work on it for a little while. So fingers crossed we don't faceplant on March 11th, and we get to make a third season. I mean,
You're so
it's kind of a dream
optimistic about
project for
everything.
me.
You're just so. It's your optimism that makes you shine.
You know
it
what
really
is,
is.
man? This home rental really got to you. It's affecting everything in your life.
I'm
now,
broken,
bro.
man. The rent. I'm freezing. The house isn't finished. I'm broken.
How many times are you still dealing with the DMs or messages from people who thought that last week or a couple of weeks ago, when you were promoting season 2 of Upload, there's a screenshot of Robbie,
My muscles?
flexing, right? And like, everyone thought that it was like your real muscles, right?
I don't know if I should be like, I don't know if I should take it as a compliment or not. Like, they don't look real at all. But the fact that people think that they are real, I mean, maybe that's a good thing. I had friends hitting me up and they're like, dude, you're on roids. Like, what are you doing? Are you okay?
Yo,
And I'm like, what?
This
Like,
guy
this is-
got his
this is
membership
visual
at Planet
effects.
Fitness all of a sudden. This guy's hitting that 45 like 3 times a day.
Even in the, like, I'm pretty sure I put like hashtag no filter, hashtag no visual effects. Like, I thought it was a little bit obvious, not to mention the arms are the size of my head.
That's amazing.
I went to school with a kid in grade 7. We did a class picture, right? And he was a shorter guy, so he was sort of off to the side, middle row. And that year in the class picture, the way he was standing and the cords he was wearing bunched up a lot in the front, right? And I'm telling you, a lot. And I was friends with this kid for years later.
Yeah.
That one picture ruined his life.
Oh no.
Ruined his life. Because everybody had that sort of preconceived notion.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it was,
Oh no.